Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. Today I'm going to be doing things slightly differently. I wanted to tell you guys what I watch on YouTube. There's so much content out on YouTube all the time, and I'm not just talking about the photography side of it. I've got many different interests and hobbies. However, the photography side of it, the photography channels, the vlogging photography side of things is very, very saturated at the moment, which is great. It's amazing to see so many people going out with the camera and the vlogging camera and documenting their trips. However, there's only so much time in the day, and with work and other hobbies and family and life in general, there's only so much time that you as a person can dedicate to watching YouTube. Apart from on Tuesdays when my work just seems to get pushed aside and I just seem to watch YouTube all day long. However, with that said, there are certain channels that I will watch religiously. If they put out a new video, I will watch it. If I get a new notification about a new video, I will go over and I will watch it pretty much straight away, or certainly within 24 hours. So today's video is my top 5 YouTube photography channels, and we're going to kick things off with Davies. If you watch landscape photography videos on YouTube, you may well have heard of Davies. He has got one of the best personalities, not just of photographers on YouTube, but of anyone that I know. We've not yet met up, but I'm hoping by the time this video goes out that I would have gone to one of his monthly meetups. And I think the one that I'm going to go to is the 3 AM in the morning one at a lighthouse in Liverpool. So I'm very excited about that. He, as I say, his personality's first class, and his images that he captures are amazing. He's really good at communicating with the camera as well. His vlogging is exceptional, and he's even managed to convince his wife to come along on one of his vlogs as well, which I haven't managed to do yet, so kudos to him for that. In fact, I've just had a message from Mally. I asked him if I could use some of his footage, which I'm about to show you, and he's just replied with the funniest message. F yeah, I'm so honoured. That is just Mally in a nutshell. So yeah, here's his clip.
So today is very different for us because she normally doesn't want to go on the videos, but I've kind of bombasted her into it. Mr. Bombastic. No, anyway, I just thought it'd be good fun. Let me know. What a day. It just keeps getting better and better, the sky. It's moody, it's not so flat and grey now. There's actually quite a lot of detail in the sky. And we're going to have a go at doing a selfie. But not of me, but of Dom. Let's see how it turns out. See you in a bit.
The next photographer I want to talk about is Dixon. If you haven't seen any of his videos, he's a very, very calming influence. He's all about well-being and mental health, and using photography to escape into nature and the wilderness to improve your life, your lifestyle, and basically your well-being, and become a better, more vibrant, more reflective person. He's very calming. His delivery to the camera is very, not subdued, but quite reserved, and he's quite a, he seems like quite a reserved chap. He's not all singing, all dancing, but his photos are exceptional, and I think his photography definitely reflects his sort of ethos and thoughts about how to use photography to self-improve. So here's one of his clips.
I was failing at everything, it felt like, and that was making me unwell. And when I went to see the doctor to talk about this, and they told me to take time off with stress, I didn't want to. I didn't want to take that time. I couldn't take that time. But I did. And when I did, I realized how important it was that I had done, because that kick-started a lot of changes that really helped me to get through a lot of things. And in the time that I spent off, I went walking in the woods, and I thought about everything that had been going on, and I was able to put lots of things into perspective, and it really did help to stop and reflect. I'm very grateful for that.
I don't think you'd expect me to talk about my top 5 favourite YouTube photographers without including Tim Day. Tim, for the last year, 18 months, me and Tim have been getting along fantastically. We are really good friends outside of the world of photography, and every time he uploads something, I will watch his footage, even if he sent it to me to sort of critique before he puts it live. We're very good at that. We sort of bounce ideas off one another, and yeah, he's just an all-round great chap who gets himself into all sorts of escapades falling into waterfalls, but we all know the story behind that. I love the fact that he's turned his back on traditional photography gear and done something that many people thought was a bit of an odd one, to just concentrate on photography with his mobile phone. But his channel is going from strength to strength, and here's one of his clips from Scotland.
I drove over here assertively, but keeping safe because the road was rather slippy. Jumped out the car with my camera and ran over to this spot. There's just a tiny little bit of light remaining when I got here, but as you probably saw from the previous B-roll, there were quite a number of photographers making the most of it as well. Obviously, due to the amount of people here for a start, and due to the change in light, I put my priority into capturing the image. Took quite a number of exposures here using different compositions, but the main element I was using was this tree and the mountain that's in the background, which I can't see now because the snowstorm's setting. The majority of images are around f/18, and I got a lot of image. I was determined I was going to walk away with a decent shot from this location today.
We're going international with the next person in my top 5, and it is Rachel Lerch, who lives in and takes incredible photographs of Canada. I'm not sure exactly which part of Canada she's from, but she seems to travel quite a bit around Canada, incorporating different like lakes and woodland, and just, yeah, she's very educational with her delivery. She'll tell you exactly how she's taking the pictures. She's very professional, and she just makes me want to visit Canada. Ever since I was about 7 or 8 years old, I've wanted to visit Canada since we waved off my gran at the airport when she was off on a holiday, and I always wondered why she was going to visit Canada and why she was sort of leaving me in tears at the airport. But just looking at Rachel's pictures, I know exactly why you would want to go to Canada, and hopefully one day I will get to go to Canada. But until then, I've just got to enjoy Rachel's pictures. And here's a clip of her in action.
So now the sun is peeking out behind the cloud. Well, the little break in the cloud, that's where the sun is. So I'm trying to get the bird in the middle that is diving. I'm trying to get him when he's not diving. Just in the middle of the whole light of sun that's coming down, and I'm actually playing around between, I'm not sure if I want a fast shutter speed or a slow shutter speed. So I'm going between ISO 50 and ISO 400. Boy, am I ever glad that I came out tonight. It was perfect. It was just awesome. Do you ever just have one of those nights?
Okay, and the final photographer on my list is one that you might not have heard of. He's a local chap to me. He's called McNeill, and he is an incredible photographer. His pictures speak for themselves. They scream amazing. They are spectacular. However, he's only just started vlogging, so even though he's got a handful of subscribers, I really encourage you to click the link to his channel below in the description and go and subscribe to him. He's incredible at astrophotography. His astrophotography is some of the best I've ever seen, and I know that at some point before the end of the year he's heading to the Astrophotography Awards down in London, and I'm sure he'll come away with some accolades because his pictures, as I say, are incredible. So yeah, when I mentioned that I was including him in this, he was a bit taken aback. He was like, no one will want to watch that, but he is learning on the job, as it were, but he's got the background in photography, whereas I've got the vlogging background, the video background, and I'm sort of learning the photography. He's the other way around, so me and him are hoping to meet up and learn from each other a little bit as well. But here's a clip of Mark doing what he does best.
I think I'm pointing at it. It's the church in the sea. We've come to do some astrophotography, but as the weather's so nice and the water's so still, I thought I'd try and do a quick 5-minute landscape sunset shoot. The sun's just set about 25 minutes ago, but there's still lots of colour in the sky, and there's still a bit of pink behind the church. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up in a minute and I'll talk about what I'm going through. So as you can see, I'm right in the water, and yeah, the tide's coming in now and it's gone very dark, so this will be the last shot of the day. I'm at f8. I've gone to ISO 200 and I'm on 30 seconds, and it's looking pretty good, to be fair, so I'll post the image up in a second.
So there you have it. There's my top 5 YouTube photography channels. They're all mainly based around the landscape realm of photography, but I watch so much content on YouTube, including macro. I love macro. and I want to get better at woodland and street photography. If you want to know more about street photography, check out Gary at Re Photography. If you just put that in YouTube, you'll find him, and he's been taking some fantastic pictures in London. There's some other people that I've missed out in my top 5, and the top 5 was in no particular order, by the way. It was just 5 people. I could have made a top 10, I could have made a top 50 probably, because I dip in and out with so many different channels of stuff that is appealing to me, or if I know they've been to a certain place, or they've been out with different people, or they've been on meetups, stuff like that. But little shout outs to PhotoNinja, who's recently become a family man. He's brilliant at what he does. His images speak for themselves, like so many other vloggers. Paul Johnson, someone I look up to a lot. And yeah, Tom Heaton, obviously I went to university with him, and he was the one who told me to start this channel in the first place. But yeah, I'll just encourage you, even if you're not a vlogger, and if you are a vlogger, just keep shooting, keep going out there, keep producing really good content, because there are people out there who appreciate it and who watch it and who will learn and be educated by it. And in the end, it's not just about the education, it's about entertainment as well. So, and sort of getting something from it. So thanks for watching. Please go to the links below for the links to the other channels that I've mentioned in this vlog, and thanks to those guys for letting me nick their footage for this video as well. As I say, keep shooting, keep being creative, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.